Yeah, no you don't. Here we go.
Ha! Yeah, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation. It's a funny story. It all started back in September 11th, 2001. Black people are my friends. You should probably listen to them. Racism, racism, racism bad. Racism, racism, racism bad. Thank you, that's from my upcoming one-man show, titled The Truest of Allies. But you know who isn't an ally? And you know who stands against everything I believe in? Donald J. Trump. The old twinks are gonna love that. I'm gonna have to put my phone on Do Not Disturb mode because I'm gonna spend the entire month slaying. Mr. Trump is a well-known divisive figure. You either love him or hate him. Or you're like me, who's completely neutral and doesn't really care. He's obviously most well known for being one of the presidents of the United States of America, but was referenced in pop culture well before that. He's also known as being a very terrible businessman who was born incredibly rich and has lost more money on business ventures than he has gained, but yet he still has the cheek to write a book called The Art of the Deal. You name an industry, this man has probably failed on it. But seeing that he's chronically addicted to losing money, he's decided he's going to enter into another field, because my orange friend is about to become a crypto savant by launching his own NFT line.
Hello everyone, this is Donald Trump, hopefully your favorite president of all time, better than Lincoln, better than Washington, with an important announcement to make. I'm doing my first official Donald J. Trump NFT collection right here and right now. They're called Trump Digital Trading Cards. These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles.
I would just like to remind you that this man is on the verge of running for office again, and he's out here doing side quests for coin. What I find so insanely interesting about this is the crypto market has been completely crashed and dead for a while, and NFTs are getting to the point where they're pretty much universally accepted as a scam in their current form. So why would you jump on this in December? The bubble was months ago, bro. Obviously, Trump doesn't even know what an NFT is, but I would assume one of his advisors would tell him it's probably not profitable at this point. I mean, you can tell he has no clue what's going on just from the way he stood there. And for a man who gives Joe Biden so much grief for being lost and confused all of the time, he stood there talking, walking, and moving like a deep fake of himself.
Here's one of the best parts. Each card comes with an automatic chance to win amazing prizes like dinner with me. I don't know if that's an amazing prize, but it's what we have. Or golf with you and a group of your friends at one of my beautiful golf courses, and they are beautiful. I'm also doing Zoom calls, a one-on-one meeting, autographing memorabilia, and so much more. We're doing a lot. My official Trump digital trading cards are $99, which doesn't sound like very much for what you're getting. Buy one and you will join a very exclusive community. It's my community. And I think it's something you're going to like, and you're going to like it a lot.
An observation of mine, everything about this video feels like a Mafia City promo. Like one of those confusing Chinese mobile game ads.
Weirdos and thens for me.
Strangely enough, the weirdest part about this story isn't the fact that Trump is doing NFTs, it's the response he got for doing NFTs. My boot was slammed by major outlets, and even people in his own Republican Party, as everybody assumed when he said he was going to do a major announcement on, what is his version of Twitter again? Truth Social, was that he was going to say who his running mate was for his next upcoming presidential campaign. That obviously didn't come to pass, and the BBC has written a little bit about it. Last month, the billionaire launched his third bid for the White House. He triggered speculation this week after saying that he would make a major announcement. Some commentators had expected him to potentially name a running mate for his presidential campaign. Instead, he promoted his NFTs, which we know about. Skipping to the middle of the article, the announcement has been criticized by social media users, with high-profile Republicans also speaking out. Genuinely surprised by that. Normally their mouths are too full of fake tan spray, from positively choking on everything that little man does with that tiny little willy of his. I can't do this anymore, Stephen Bannon, a right-wing media commentator and former chief strategist for Mr. Trump, said about the NFTs on his podcast. Anyone involved in this project ought to be fired today, he added. In an apparent jibe at Mr. Trump, US President Joe Biden said on Twitter that he had some major announcements the last couple of weeks too. Let me get my best Joe Biden voice on. Some major announcements the last couple of weeks too. What did I say? Inflation easing. I just signed the Respect Marriage Act. Whose marriage? Whose marriage was respecting? Gays. Are you sure? We brought Brittany Griner home. I actually remember that one. I don't know what I was thinking. Gas prices are lower than year ago? What year is it? 10,000 new high-paying jobs in Arizona. I once ate a lollipop from Arizona. Cost me 25 nickels on the dime. Others speculated that the sale of NFTs was to help fund the legal battles that Mr. Trump is embroiled in. Yeah, that's a fun fact I wanted to mention to you guys. So not only is Trump a terrible businessman, he's also literally a shady Persian businessman. He is notoriously known for stiffing bills. And it's gotten to the point where over his long and illustrious career of just being a scammer and a grifter, that most reputable and major lawyers will not work with him because he has consistently skipped the bill. The funds would not be put towards his presidential campaign according to the website for the NFTs. Ugh, stop talking. The bullshit from your breath is wafting up my nose. These digital trading cards are not political and have nothing to do with any political campaign, it said. I personally would love to show you some of the artwork, but believe it or not, it's all sold out. I wish that was a joke. Although some of the prizes are pretty interesting to look at. Only $99 each. You can win a dinner with Trump, as my friend already said. This includes the finest dinner provided by a local chef. Hilarious. Presentation with videos, photos, and footage. Music playing throughout the evening. Yeah, it's a party. I would expect as much. Take home a branded Trump 45 wine glass and plenty of fantastic photo opportunities. Another prize. A meet and greet cocktail hour. You could be one of the lucky holders to win a ticket to an exclusive meet and greet cocktail hour at Mar-a-Lago with President Donald Trump. I like how they had no choice but to actually draw him doing something physical. I think exercise could probably stop this man's heart. You could also win an individual meeting with Mr. Trump. What an awful person to have a one-on-one with. I could not imagine having an interesting conversation with him at all. You can play golf with him for 1 whole hour. You could also win an individual Zoom call with Donald Trump. You could win a group call with him. He's giving out signed merch, gold editions of your JPEGs, which I could literally do for you in Photoshop, a copy of his book, which can't be more expensive than $100, I'm sure, so if anything, you're losing money. That's hilarious. It even says some of the books will be hand-signed. It's not a guarantee. Let me drop 100 quid on something I could possibly get. 18 holes and another Trump golf course, this time without him, a mystery prize of Trump memorabilia, dinner at one of his hotels, dinner at his house, and dinner at his hotel in New York. Ah, Trump, you are a treasure trove of a human being. Our lifetime is starting to get insanely interesting. Within the next 20 or so years, there will be a sitting president or prime minister who used to have a YouTube account. Possibly they were even a dream stand.
That's what the mask is. That's what the point of the mask is.
Possibly they're even a closeted furry. And we're just getting the little tip before we get the shaft with Trump's NFT collection. Because how is a former president running a crypto scam out in the open while he's actively pursuing another term as president? Although even I've got to admit, some of these are just hilarious. Anyways, that's all I have to say on the subject. Legally, you have to subscribe. And I'll see you later. Love you all. Bye-bye.